Hello, my name is Julie and this is KS Mom Crochets, and today is Crochet Podcast number 74. And I just want to say Happy New Year to everyone and thank you all so much for being here. And I look forward to having another year on YouTube with all of you. And I just appreciate you all so very, very much. And I'm so happy that I am a part of this Yarny community. Um, and I hope that you all have a wonderful new year and a wonderful 2024. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. The only thing that I have are two finished objects, and then I just have a lot of stuff that I want to talk about. So this may be a little bit more of a chit chat video, but I hope that that's okay, and I hope that you enjoy hanging out with me because I know that I always enjoy hanging out with you all. So the first thing that I want to share with you all is that I finished my Christmas blanket. I know it's not Christmas anymore, but I did get the big, I guess it's this way, the big C for Christmas, and it really wiped me out. I was sick for a while, and I'm just now getting to where I sound normal again. So hopefully I don't sound too horrible on this video. But I did get it done before Christmas. Unfortunately, I didn't really get to use it for Christmas, so I will have to use it next Christmas. But that's okay. Um, I used a 6mm hook on this, and it is the Drunken Granny stitch from the Secret Yarnery. And this color right here is Hirschner's worsted stripes in the color Very Merry. And then this is their holiday edition yarn, Happy Holidays edition, and the color Cranberry and Pine. And I really like how it turned out. So I made it really wide, and I did show this quite a few times, but it covers me, the width wise, covers me from my toes to my chin, and I am 5'6", so it's very wide, and it's almost square because it's so wide. And I didn't have enough yarn to make it longer because I ran out of yarn. But it looks like this, and I ended up with 3 repeats of the green and the cranberry there, the pine and the cranberry, and then the stripes of the Very Merry in between each color section. And I know I'm not doing a very good job showing this. It's very big. So if I am able to, I will try to take a picture and pop it in somewhere on the screen so you can see what it looks like. But I really love it so much, and I love this stitch. I think that it turned out very, very pretty, and I'm very happy with it. I would really like to get more of just this and make a blanket in just that solid stripes, the stripes yarn, because I really do love that yarn so much. It worked up really nice. And I actually like how the stripes are not cohesive, that they just kind of start and stop wherever they want to. I know some people don't like it like that, but I do. I like the way that it turned out, and I hope you all enjoy seeing it. And I can't wait to use it next year. But I'll be putting it up when I put my Christmas stuff up, probably after this video, because I really need to do that. Now, the last thing that I got finished is probably the most expensive looking amigurumi that I have ever made. I would say that this is definitely worth $1 million. And it's this. Dragon. I love it so, so much. Let me find my notes here on it. This is a pattern by Stringy Ding Ding. And she came out with a Christmas dragon. And actually this dragon is supposed to hold a ornament on its belly. But all I did was I followed the pattern exactly the way that it was written. except I did not do the ornament, and then I changed the legs a little bit, the way that they were made. I changed the way the legs were made to make them look more like stubby, I guess. But I love this yarn Sport in the color black from Hobby Lobby. And then I used that gold Clisel, it's gold Lurex yarn that I was gifted from Deborah, and I held it together with that black, and it turned out so awesome. I love it. The only thing that I wish had been different was the eyes. I wish that the eyes were bigger. I did try to give him eyelids there. I don't know if it's going to focus, but I did try to give him eyelids so that his eyes would show up a little bit better, but they still kind of blend in. And then for like the wings and the horns here, I just used the gold yarn by itself. I probably should have made 4 wings and like sewed 2 of them together for each side to make them more stiff, because they do want to like curl a little bit. And I used a 3.5 millimeter hook on this whole thing. And I really love this pattern. I would like to make it again later on in the future. It's similar to this other one that she has. This one that I made. I can't remember when I made this. It's been a while. It's been a while ago. But it's similar to this one, except it's a little bit smaller. So like I said, this is actually supposed to be a Christmas dragon, and I will have the link to this one down below. But it's a free pattern on her blog, and it's a lot of fun to make. And like I said, I would like to make it again because I did enjoy making it. The head and the body are on one piece, but then you do have to sew on like the ears and the horns. I know it's kind of hard to see, but I love how that it glitters. And like I said, it looks like the most expensive Amigurumi ever because it's a golden dragon. So I hope that you all enjoy seeing him, because I really had a lot of fun making him, and I am so happy that I tried using that yarn held with another yarn, because I think that it turned out really, really awesome. I do have some more of it left, but I think I'm going to save it for another, like something more special or something, because I think that I could probably only get one more project out of it. But I had a golden dragon in my head, and I'm so glad that I was able to make it come to life. So that's all of my finished objects. I have started like a project, but I don't really want to show it right now in this video because I have some other stuff that I want to talk to you all about, how 2023 went for me as far as like saving my ball bands and stuff like that. And then I also had some Christmas cards. I know, like I said, it's not Christmas anymore, but I do want to share them and let everyone know, if they don't know already, that I received their card. This one is from Mirren, and it says Merry Christmas with the gnomes on it, and I love it so much. I would like to make these gnomes, like create those gnomes. I know there's patterns out there that look similar to that, and I think that that would be so much fun. So thank you so much, Mirren, for your Christmas card. And then I got a birthday card from Edna, and it says happy birthday. And I also got a Christmas card from Edna as well, and it is this beautiful Christmas scene of everyone standing around the Christmas tree. So thank you so much, Edna. Thank you for remembering my birthday and for the Christmas card. I really do appreciate it so much. And then I also got a card from Cassandra over at Craftably Ever After from Denmark. And she sent me this really pretty Christmas scene. I love that so much. It reminds me of the Disney, what is it? It's Scrooge. know you know, Christmas Carol. It reminds me of that for some reason, I don't know. But it looks very vintage. I love it so much. It's so pretty. And then she also had these stickers that were included, and I've never seen stickers like this before. They are so pretty. They look, I don't even know, like they just are so cute. I love them so much. I just have to share what they look like. That little penguin is adorable. Like, these are like the cutest stickers ever, and look at this little fox. I love those so much. Thank you so much, Cassandra. I love your card. She also has this little bear sticker on the back. And then the last card that I got was from Rebecca over at Yarn and Pajamas. And I can get it out. She sent this one. It says Merry Christmas, and it's got a reindeer on it. He's so cute. And then inside was definitely the best part, besides her sweet little note. She sent me these from her Vlogmas, the snowflakes, some of the snowflakes that she made. So she sent me this really pretty yellow one with a snowflake stitch marker, and this beautiful green one. I love this one so much. It's so pretty. I love them both, but this one is just so pretty. And then it has a Christmas tree stitch marker to go with it. And I just love these so much. Thank you so much, Rebecca. And even though these are Christmas stitch markers, I will definitely be using them throughout the year. And then she also included this little sticker with her channel name on it, which is so cool. I love this so much. So awesome. So Yarn and Pajamas. And yeah. So thank you so much, Rebecca, for your sweet card and little gifts that you sent. I love them so much. And let's see. So the next thing that this video is just like all over the place. I know, I'm sorry. The next thing is I did order some yarn from Joann's, and I wanted to share it with you all, even though I ordered this at the beginning of December and I just got it not too long ago. So it's kind of like one of those things that I'm going to put away until next year and pull it back out next year and use it, and you'll see why in a minute. But I did get some Christmas yarn from Joann's. I had ordered more than this, but they canceled it, some of the colors, because they were out of stock. But this one right here is their Big Twist Value. And I think this is, I think it's in a different category. I think it's stripes or something, maybe. I can't remember on their website. But this one is it's 100% acrylic, and it is 269 yards. And that's so pretty. I love Big Twist yarn, and this color is called Merry and Bright, and I know that they do still have this color, which, like I said, usually when you order Christmas yarn, I guess it's better to order it during the year and not so close to Christmas, because like I said, I didn't get it till like last week, I think, and you know, I was sick, so I wasn't even able to use it. But I do love it. I love this so much. And I got 2 of them. And I will be using them next year. And then the other yarn, the last one that I got, is the one that I'm most excited about. I did get 7 of these because I had in mind, obviously, a Christmas blanket. And then I didn't think I was going to be able to, I didn't think they were going to, I was going to be able to get it because they're completely sold out of this yarn. And it's this yarn right here. And this was like a, I guess it's like a limited edition yarn like they came out with for Christmas. And it's just their Big Twist Value. It's acrylic, and it's also 269 yards. And this color is called Poinsettia Stripe, or Poinsettia, is it Setia or Seta? I don't remember. Stripe. You know what I'm trying to say. And I just fell in love with this, and I wanted this one so bad. They had another one that was like green stripes, It was different colors of green mixed together, and I wanted it so bad, but they were sold out. So I'm hoping that they bring this back next year. But I was so happy that I was able to get this. Because like I said, it took me almost 3 weeks, I think, to get it. I was waiting on it for forever. And I was thinking, because the other one that I got was like more, it was like more of like a lime green, and it had white and stuff, and they canceled that one, but I was able to get this one. And I'm thinking that I will make my Christmas blanket next year out of this, and maybe pair it with the red. Deborah sent me a bunch of red in a Happy Meal, and I'm thinking that I will use that red with this, hopefully. And that's all that I got. I just wanted, I don't have like a ton of Christmas yarn, and obviously wherever it's at, I used a lot of it up on that blanket, so I like having a little bit of a stash of Christmas yarn for, you know, the next Christmas. That way that, because I really didn't get to crochet anything this year. Life just kind of took hold, and I really didn't get a lot of crochet time in. So I'm hoping next year that I will be more prepared, and that maybe things will be a little bit smoother for me, and I will be able to start Christmas crochet a lot earlier in the year and actually get Christmas projects done, because last year I got so much done. I did so many things last year, and this year I barely did anything, which is very disappointing. But I did want to talk about you know, how 2023 went for me as far as like ball bands and stuff like that. I've been doing this for 3 years, I think now, and I keep my ball bands, and this is all my ball bands for this year. And I went through and I added them up to see how much yarn that I used, how many projects I got done. So this is kind of like a 2023 wrap up. I know last year I did like a separate video, but I figured since I didn't have a lot to share that I would just add it all in together. So I had 75 ball bands, which is really good. And that was 17,297 yards of yarn, which is the same amount as 9.8 miles. I always love doing that because I think that it's so much fun to see how many miles of yarn. I know if you're in a different country, you use different measurements and stuff, but in the US, you know, we use yards and miles. So I just think that that's so much fun to know that. And just for fun, for comparison, last year was so much better. Like this year, that's a lot, and I'm really happy about that. But last year was like almost half more, if that makes sense. So I did half or less than last year. Anyway, so last year I had 90, and this year I had 75, and then last year I had almost 27,000 yards of yarn, which is crazy. But I did a ton of projects last year. I had almost 150 projects last year, which is just crazy. I think that it was where that I had just started YouTube, and I really pushed myself to crank out projects and stuff like that. And this year I learned that I needed to take a step back and not put so much pressure on myself. And I'm really glad that I did that. So my project total reflects that. And I did, for this year, for 2023, I got 116 finished projects this year, which is still very awesome. I'm so proud of myself for that. Now, a lot of these projects were, some of them were bigger projects like blankets and stuff, but a lot of them were, I did a lot of bookmarks this year. I got really into making bookmarks. I did a lot of washcloths this year as well, for Christmas gifts. And so a lot of these projects were smaller. But I also, on top of that, had 12 projects that I did not finish, which was more than last year. Last year I only had like 4, I think, and this year I had 12. And I did scrap 2 of those Like I'm not gonna finish them. I know that I won't. There's obviously 10 left, and like realistically, I might finish 7 of those. I don't know, but I'm gonna try because there is one project. It is Maybelle the cow from Amigurumi Treasures 2, I think, that I started last January, and she's still not done. So like I really need to finish projects like that I know that I have a lot of work had done a lot of work on, and then there's some projects that you all have not even seen. I know that there's at least 3 projects that you have not seen that I have started whenever I was trying to get my crochet or crojo to come back. I would start things and then I wouldn't want to finish them, and now they're like hid. I hid them from myself because I got tired of looking at them because they're like, finish me, and I'm like, I don't want to. So I really need to buckle down and try to get some of these projects finished because I have a lot. Now I did have some UFOs that I went through last year, and I did get some of those done, so that was really good. And yeah, I think that that's not too bad. Like I said, I'm still happy with what that I did accomplish and what that I did get done. There's also a blanket that I started last year that's almost done. Like it's right there, and it's almost done, and I need to finish that. And I also have to put sleeves on my granny pop pullover shirt that I never finished. So those are 2 big projects that really don't have a lot of work left on them that I just need to sit down and finish. So I'm gonna try to finish maybe 1 a month. I'm not good at goals. I know last year I set goals for myself, and I think that my goals this year will be the same. I wasn't going to make goals last year. And then I was like, okay, well, if I do make goals, I'm going to make them realistic goals. And so that is what I'm going to do again this year. And there's only 6 of them. And I think that I'm going to keep these same exact goals. So in case you're new here or you don't remember, I will go over these really quickly. And the first one is whips. I want to finish the projects, or at least some of them, from this year, from 2023. So I need to, probably what I should do is start with the ones that can be finished the quickest and get those out of the way, and then it won't be so overwhelming. I find that that's the easiest way to tackle projects when you have a bunch of leftover whips, is to tackle the ones that maybe just need sewed together, or they only have a couple pieces left. I know there's a couple projects that I have that only need like a body, or they only need like an arms and legs or something small, but it's just sitting down and taking the time to do that. So I need to do that. I did have a bunch of UFOs that I did a video on last year. I think it was last year. I think so, yeah. And I don't know about those. Those are projects that like I really want to finish, but at the same time I don't. Like, I don't know. I'm one of these people, I've realized that when I start something, I don't need to set it aside, because when I set it aside, that's when I end up going squirrel and starting something else, or I just decide that I don't want to finish it, So I need to really work on finishing things that I started. Like, I want to try not to have as many whips next year as I did left over this year. Number 2 is yarn. I'm going to try to use my stash. I did do a good job of doing that. Now, I did not buy yarn, and obviously I was gifted yarn and stuff like that, but I have tried to use what I have and only buy, when I do buy yarn that I know I'm going to use. Like, don't buy a bunch of novelty yarn or yarn that I know that I'm not going to use a lot. Like I use a lot of like solid colors. I use a lot of you know, 4-weight yarn or like 2-weight yarn, you know, like I don't use a lot of blanket yarn, for instance. Even though I do want to make a few projects with blanket yarn, I don't really, like, I don't need like to buy a bunch of it, you know what I mean? Like, I need to have a project in mind to buy something like that. So no yarn ban, nothing like that, because I know that's very unrealistic. I will not buy yarn, especially if it's on sale. So I'm not going to do that to myself and then feel guilty about it later. But I am going to try to limit myself if I can. Number three is my journal. I have done really good. I've got two here. This one is 2021 to 22, and this one is 2023, and it will also have 2024 in it. I still have half of it left. So these are my journals that I have used for the past 3 years and going on to 4. So this is a big thing for me. I love keeping track of my projects. And I have showed this before. I don't know, I lost my page. I have showed this before and how I set it up and everything. And it's nothing like overcomplicated. I don't write like a ton of stuff down. I just write, you know, what hook size I use, what's the project, where did I get the project, like the designer name, and what yarn that I used. And like if I'm making a blanket, sometimes I'll take notes, or like I'll take notes about like, well, I changed the legs on that dragon, you know, and did them different from the pattern, so that I know if I ever want to make that again, I can go back and I can find that project and I can figure out what I did then so that I can do it again later in the future. And I have done that multiple times, especially on blankets. Like if I want a certain size of blanket, it's very helpful to know how many chains that I made for that blanket so that I can make a similar size and not have to guess. Or like on that Christmas blanket, I didn't do that. I didn't check my notes. I made it too wide and I ran out of yarn, you know what I mean? So that is something that I definitely want to continue into 2024, is keeping up with my journal. And like I said, I have done really, really well with that for the past 3 years. As soon as I start something, I write it down. And then if I finish that project, then like for instance right here, if I finish it, it gets a star beside of it. If it doesn't have a star, I know that I didn't finish it. If I draw a line through it, like through the name or the number here, then I know that I changed my mind and I didn't finish that project. And that's how I keep up with it, and that's how that at the end of the year I'm able to go back and count up how many projects that I made. And it's fun to do that. Like I don't like, it's fun to talk to you all about it, but I do that for myself because it's fun to go back and see, well, I felt like I didn't crochet a lot this year, but I did get a lot more done than what I thought. And you don't really realize how much that you actually do throughout the whole year until you go back and count it up and add it all up. And also with the journaling thing, I am going to also keep my ball bands again for next year because I really enjoy that as well. Like it's so much fun to you know, look at this and be like, wow, you know, I really did use a lot of yarn. I really did scrap bust or stash bust a lot this year, and I only put ball bands in there that are completely finished. Like if it has yarn left, like for instance this yarn right here is floppy, it's still in there because I haven't finished it, you know. So I try to only add yarn that I finish. Number 4, organize. I always need to organize. If y'all seen this room right now, you'd be like, oh my gosh. It's so bad. It's so bad. Because during Christmas time, my living room's kind of small. So in order to have room for the tree and everything, my whip cart has to come out. Like I can't have my whip cart in the living room during Christmas time, which really kind of sucks, but I just don't have space for it. So like that's in here, and like just everything's a mess. I got this yarn right here that I need to put away. There's just stuff everywhere. I have a pile of Christmas stuff that I took down right before the video that has to be put up, you know what I mean? So like organize this room and actually just clean it up. That is the big thing. Get rid of the pile up, and you know, if I can organize along the way, then yeah, that's good too. And then number 5 is books. I have a lot of books. I've been gifted a lot of books. I've bought a lot of books. And I need to work from them. And I think that I did a pretty good job this year of working from my books. I did get a lot of projects done from books this year, but I want to do better, you know, next year if I can. And so I'm going to try to find inspiration for my books and my patterns that I've been gifted before I try and do new things. Because we're so bad about buying patterns. I know I am. I'm so bad about buying patterns, you know, $5 here, $2 there, you know, and it all adds up in the end, you know. You don't realize how much you actually spend until you see, until you like actually really look, you know. It's called, what is it, nickel and dime yourself to death? That's me. I nickel and dime myself to death. So I'm going to try to find inspiration in my books and work out of my books. I still have a lot of books that I haven't worked out of. I have bought books that I haven't showed you all that I haven't worked out of. So like there's a lot of things that I need to pull out and try to find inspiration from and try to do patterns. And I'm like, I really wanted to do this when I bought this book. This is why I bought it, and I need to just do it. You know what I mean? So that's one thing that I'm really going to try hard to do, is to try to work from books and patterns that I already own, not just physical books, but even just digital patterns that I have in my Dropbox app that I have bought from Etsy or from Ravelry, or just free patterns that I have as well. I really need to, you know, stash bust my patterns. And then the last thing on here is YouTube. That is obviously a big part of my life now, but I'm not going to let YouTube be my life. And I think that I made that mistake in 2022. And this year I did a little bit better as far as when I needed time to step away. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm going to be like that again this year. I'm not going to have a set schedule, anything like that. I'm just going to pop on when I pop on, and I hope that you will still be here. And I'm not going to feel guilty about it, because I have a really bad habit of feeling guilty, and I don't like disappointing anybody. That is my big thing. And I have, what is it, like 1,200 and something people now that I can disappoint, and I don't want to disappoint you all. So I'm going to try to not put that pressure on myself, and you know, just, this is supposed to be fun. I don't make money from this. I don't do this for an income or anything like that. This is just fun, you know, and I want it to remain that way, and I want to continue it. So I'm looking forward to sharing more of my crochet journey with you all in 2024 through YouTube, but in a pressure-free, stress-free way. So like I said, I'm not going to set myself to any schedules or have any kind of scheduled videos or anything like that. I'm just going to stick to podcasts for a while, you know, and see how that goes, and just pop on whenever I finish something, and hope that you all will come back and watch and hang out with me. So, yeah. And I think that those are realistic goals to continue to have this year. I feel like that when you put a lot of pressure, like I want to finish this and this and this, and don't want to buy yarn, and I tried to do that one year, and it's like I felt so bad because I didn't stick to anything, you know. And I think that when you set goals for yourself, you should make sure that they are things that you can actually achieve, and they're not hard to achieve. That way you don't feel bad when you don't achieve it. You know what I mean? So, and you always have to have those little loopholes in there, like, I want to use my stash, but if I see yarn on sale, I will buy it. Because you know, you're going to. I mean, we love our craft and we love pretty colors, and, you know, and it gives us inspiration, and, you know, we can't say, oh, we're not going to buy yarn, because more than likely we're going to. Even if it's just one, you're going to do it eventually. So, yeah. So that's all that I have for you all. This video is like kind of out there, kind of all over the place, you know, but I hope that you enjoyed it anyway. I hope you enjoyed listening to me talk on, and seeing the few little finished objects that I got done. I love this so much. I am so happy with this. Like I said, I do wish that his eyes were bigger, but I don't even mind. Like, I just love him so much. I think he is so cute. So I'm really excited to be able to get on here and share this with you all. And like I said, here's to a happy 2024. And I really wish and hope that all of you all have a wonderful new year. And guys, until next time, I will see you in another video. Bye.